For 5,000 years, the Bali street dog has been living on the island nearly unaltered, the true, direct ancestor of the very first proto-dog evolved from the wolves. Out of every other dog breed in the world, this animal, this unique canine, holds the richest pool of genetic diversity. Balinese Hindus believe that dogs, or evil manifestations and spirits, were once cheats and liars in their former human lives. Also, as the gateway guards to heaven and hell, they are often sacrificed and eaten to please the gods. Not to mention that around the island there is now a growing demand for dog meat in local orongs. For foreigners, it is normal to want to protect man's best friend, but as a majority of Balinese have had animal sacrifice integrated into their lives from such an early age, the killing of these special creatures is a justified, normal act in their eyes. About 2.8 million tourists visit Bali each year expecting paradise, instead greeted by sick and starving strays. Since the rabies outbreak in 2008, many countries feel the need to issue travel warnings. The disease has decimated the dog population and hurt the tourism industry terribly, mainly because of the government's culling rampage, which involved poisoning thousands of dogs with strychnine, a substance that guarantees a slow and very painful death. The government allocated $17.6 million toward the issue, but the damage has already been done. The dog is also taking its toll on Bali's overall health and environment. Waterways are being polluted by dog feces, and the local wildlife and fauna is now greatly endangered. But what about the ethical side of this dilemma? As Catherine Noyes, animal rights activist, stated, "When you teach a child to be kind to animals, you help pave the way to a brighter future for all living beings. Animals benefit because the next generation has learned to treat them with respect and compassion, reducing instances of cruelty. Children benefit because learning about compassion and empathy early in life builds moral character, reduces violence, and builds a sense of empowerment and responsibility. And society as a whole benefits when its members are more caring towards each other and the animals who live among us." I believe, along with many other animal lovers, that dogs do speak, but only to those willing to listen. Bali dogs need our help, but the majority of people affected have either chosen to ignore these voiceless animals or have no idea how to respond. There are, however, the few stakeholders that have committed themselves to improving the welfare of Bali dogs. The determined and passionate animal lovers that are taking great steps towards a better future for these sweet souls. There is hope. Participation from everyone is essential, from national government to local communities. But the biggest change can be seen in organisations such as the Bali Animal Welfare Association. It is absolutely inspiring to see the work that they're doing. Experiencing the rehabilitation process was astonishing, from pups on the verge of dying to strong and healthy dogs bounding around the clinic. They had absolutely transformed, all because of small gestures of kindness made by caring individuals. They were still traumatized, but they'd forgiven people, the perpetrators that inflicted this on them from the start. This is Rupert. My family and I adopted him from Bawa just a little while back. He's obviously happy and healthy now, but Rupert was a completely different dog just a few months ago. Disease-ridden, abandoned, and shivering. He'd quite possibly been stuck in the gutter for days, but not a single person helped until volunteers from Bawa arrived on the scene. This just shows that there are people out there willing to make a change. Education and awareness initiatives are the best way to solve this problem ongoing. But in the end, as Janice Girardi, founder of Bawa, says, there must be a solution, one way or another. To anyone with a sense of humanity, empathy, or justice, it is clear that we mustn't stop powering towards a bright future for these animals and continue our fight for the Bali dogs. For 5,000